Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fantasy Football. I'm Todd Gonzalez, and we are here halfway through Season 3. And I figured it's as good a time as any to look at the stats around the league and see how our players stack up, as I feel like, we've had some really strong performances this year, particularly from Alex Appleseed. So if we compare young Alex to the rest of the quarterbacks in the league, we can see that he is actually the second-rated quarterback behind only Sarah Darkmagic, who is just a great quarterback for the Luskin Fireballs. We haven't seen them this season, but potentially could run into them in the playoffs. She's thrown 12 touchdowns to just 3 interceptions for the best touchdown to interception ratio in the league. However, Alex Appleseed not far behind at all with 16 touchdown passes and 5 interceptions. He is also leading the league in passing yards and leading the league by far in yards per attempt. He is a full yard ahead of Dark Magic with 9.6 yards per pass attempt. And a lot of that is due to the great rookie receiver that we have that we'll get to in just a minute. Looking at rushing, we can see Jesus Moses is leading the league in yards and has a great average of 4.7 yards per carry. Richie Marcus of Neverwinter is popping off this season with 853 yards on the ground halfway through the season and is averaging an incredible 6.1 yards per carry, by far the highest in the league. And if we go to the bottom of the league, we can see Damian Bennett at 3.5 yards per carry is kind of mediocre there. He's not the worst, but definitely far from the best. He is having a bit of a down season if we compare him to last year, but he's a little bit more in line with the season one stats. Hopefully, Damian can get it going in the second half, as he has in each of the last 2 seasons for us. None of the rogues are on the leaderboards as far as receiving stats because we really have spread the ball around between a lot of targets this season. Ozymandias Buckshank, our leader, with 41 catches for 566 yards, on pace to have another fantastic statistical season for a tight end. Craig Tugboat has been a revelation as a rookie. He's got 15 catches for 467 yards. If you do the math, that is a 31.1 yards per reception average, which is just phenomenal. He is Randy Moss like in his ability to stretch the field and has been just dynamite on deep routes all season long. He actually leads the team in touchdowns with 5, Charles Eel right behind him with 3, and Buckshank, Gordon, and Bennett all tied with 2. So Alex Appleseed really has spread the ball around to a lot of targets this season. He's been throwing touchdowns to, what is that, 7 different receivers have caught a touchdown pass from Alex Appleseed this season. Girlfriend Vancouver once again eating the most pancakes of anybody on the team, but Mario Bell right behind them with 27 pancakes on the season. Defensively, our leading tackler is Lefty Washington with Troy Polamalu right behind him. Lefty actually leads the league in tackles for loss with 15 of those. Our pass rush has been a lot better than years past as well, with Justice Bunn, Gerard Tumbleweed, and Sarkon the Wise leading the team with 4 sacks apiece. Larry Law and Lefty Washington have both also gotten to the quarterback twice each. Gilhooly and Rhombus have gotten sacks of their own as well. And Travis Cobweb is leading the team in interceptions with 3. Lamar Ilko has 2 of those, including one returned 91 yards for a touchdown. Danilo Fantone, 9 of 11 on field goals to start the season. However, he's had a couple of bad misses that he would rather forget and that I will never let him live down. Fred Pantoliano has been very good. His 44.7-yard average is 6th in the league currently, and he actually leads the league in net average with 38 yards after you include all the returns. And Fred has also punted fewer times than any other punter in the league, which is 27 punts to his name. Our offense has been very good at moving the ball and converting on third down, so we've actually punted the least amount of times in the entire league. So that's always something that you want to see. Here's where the Rogues rank in offensive stats compared to the rest of the league. 4th in total offensive yards, 1st in passing, just 19th in rushing, though, and we are 3rd in points per game, 28.7. A little bit down from last year, but we are still scoring a lot of points. We are 4th in first downs. We're actually just 20th in sacks allowed, so we're allowing fewer sacks than we have in years past, but still in the bottom half of the league there. We've been to the red zone more times than any other team, scored the 3rd most touchdowns, but our scoring percentage is 75%, is down from where it was, and we would like to convert more of those drives deep into opponent territory into scores instead of otherwise. Defensively, we are dead last in yards and also dead last in passing. We are currently 2nd in rush defense and 14th in points against. The defense is pretty mediocre. We give up a lot of yards. We give up a lot of garbage time passing yards, which really hurts the stats, but doesn't really matter as far as wins and losses. We don't do a great job of getting to the quarterback. We're 26th in sacks, but we are 5th in the league in interceptions, so that's pretty good. And we are holding opponents to just a 66% scoring average when they get into the red zone, which is second in the league. And that's been something that has been a strength of our team in the last few years. We're really good at getting turnovers when the opponent gets deep in our territory. Particularly Troy Polamalu is amazing in that area of the field. He always seems to be in the right place at the right time. And looking at efficiency, we are actually first in the league in third down percentage. We have been great there. We are first in penalties, so that's the fewest amount of penalties, averaging just over 2 penalties per game, which is amazing. And we are doing pretty well in the turnover department as well. We would like to recover some more fumbles, but with 12 takeaways against 9 giveaways, that gives us a turnover differential of +3, which is 11th in the league. Not bad. And looking at the standings in the AFC, the Rogues are currently in line for a wild card spot. I think we would be the number 5 seed if the season ended today, because the top 4 seeds go to the division winners. And the Waterdeep Dragons are currently leading the Sword Coast division with their 5-2 record. The Rogues right behind them at 5-2-1. And we lead the conference in points scored, and we also are third worst in points allowed. So it's been fun. It's been exciting. The Rogues. And with all the stats talk out of the way, welcome everybody to Daggerford Stadium as we are set to kick off the second half of the season. The Rogues will be playing host to the Westgate Sharks today. Sharks, if you remember, got the better of us last season, a 27-24 loss on our home turf. And we will look to avenge that loss here today as the Sharks bring a talented defense. However, they have lost a couple of pieces. So there's a look at Alex Appleseed, the reigning league MVP, trying to double that performance this season. Now, the Sharks are still one of the more talented secondaries in the league, led by Tyra Thomas and Dreet Stoerden. However, they are pretty vulnerable against the run game this season, so we will try to get Damian Bennett going. And there's a look at Sylvester Gordon, whose stats through the first half of the season are really not what he is used to putting up. His contract will be up at the end of the season, and he may be looking to go elsewhere to try to find a team that'll give him more targets. And so we may have to start feeding him a little bit. There's a look at that Sharks defense. Goku Thundercat, still their middle linebacker. Still one of the fastest playmakers in the league, the leader of that defense, trying to get them fired up. Because they've got a tough test today against the Daggerford Rogues. Our offense started out the season firing on all cylinders, but we've kind of run into a roadblock the last couple of weeks. Now we are all set to start this one. The Rogues have won the toss and elected to receive. There's a look at the stats in the Sword Coast division, or the standings rather. The Rogues come into this game in second place. Otis Spuds will take the kickoff from the goal line, and he will try to take it up the right side. Tripped up from behind. A nice tackle that time as he gets it out to just about the 19. It was a hard-fought battle last week against Esmultaran, one of the best offenses in the league, and the Rogues trying to turn it around and get back in the win column here today. We will start out with 3 wide receivers and Damian Bennett in the backfield. He'll get the call on the right side, and Goku Thundercat right there in the backfield, coming through the line unblocked to tackle him for a 2-yard loss. Well, that was a pretty ugly-looking play. The offensive line just unable to get anybody on Thundercat that time, as they had a bit of a numbers advantage over there. Probably should have audibled out of that play. We will come out of the single back again on 2nd and 12 here. Appleseed running the play fake, and he's going to roll out to the left. He's got plenty of room over there. He's going to take off and run, and that's going to be a first down and a gain of about 15 as he takes it to the 33-yard line. Well, Appleseed made a snap decision that time as the play action drew the linebackers in, and everybody else bailed out back into pass coverage, and he just saw that the left half of the field was wide open and took what they gave him. Fresh set of downs for the Rogues, and we hand it to Bennett on the right side. Big hole. Well blocked, and he will pick up about 8 yards as the tackle made by Thomas at the 39. Rogues really trying to establish the running game in this one as the Sharks come into this game with the 28th ranked rush defense. They've been pretty awful at stopping the run all season long. And we'll go back to pass here. Appleseed looking out to the left for Bennett. He's wide open, and he's got it at the 40-yard line. A first down and a big gain. Appleseed taking once again what the defense gave him, checking it down to Bennett on that wheel route. And the offense looks to be clicking on the first drive of this game. Here on first down and 10, we're going to spread them out and run the shotgun with 4 wide receivers in. Appleseed going back to pass, looking deep on the right side for Eel. He has got a step and makes the catch. Hit hard by Thomas at about the 12-yard line, but that's a first down for Daggerford. We continue to just move the ball. Charles Eel is having a pretty good season for a number 4 wide receiver this year. He's got 3 touchdowns and picking up yards in big chunks like we saw there. And here's Bennett going off the left side, and he will zoom ahead for about a 6-yard gain, taking it to the 5-yard line. 2nd down and 4. We've got 2 tight ends, and we're going to run some play action. Appleseed looking for cheesesteak in the flat, and he turns it up into the end zone for the touchdown. The Rogues are on the board just like that. Alex Appleseed finding the fullback, Jamar Cheesesteak, wide open on the flat pattern. And a rare touchdown for the big guy, taking it right into the end zone. And man, we took it right down the field on that one, looking very good against a talented Sharks defense. The Rogues looking a little pissed off to start this game after tying with Cremor and then losing last week against Esmil-Taran. A couple of OM teams getting the better of us. We're going to turn that around today against Westgate. And a very, very good start to this game for the offense. A 7-play drive, taking it 80 yards down the field. Appleseed getting it done in the passing game, getting it done with his legs. Damian Bennett with a couple of nice runs in there. And here's Danilo Fantone booting it deep, trying for the corner kickoff, and that one's going to go out of bounds. And so they will start at the 40-yard line. So the Sharks led once again by Redgren Grumbolt, number 3 at quarterback, and he will hand it off to Cyrus Franks on the first play to the right side. Really good hole, and he will pick up a 1st down. About an 11-yard pickup, and that's going to get it into Rogues territory. Actually somehow marked in short of the 1st down marker. I'm not sure what the referee was looking at there, because he pretty clearly flipped over a guy and got across the 50, and they're snapping it in a hurry here. Back to pass, looking for Garcia on the right side, and they will pick up the 1st down anyway, getting it to the Rogues 43. Well, Redgren Grumbolt has improved as a quarterback. He doesn't really have the best weapons to throw to. Greg Jennings and Candy Wilson on the outside. Ty Wololo, the tight end, and they will hand it to Franks again on the left side. And a good stutter step. Franks breaks a tackle and picks up 9 yards. So the Sharks running the ball well out of the gate here today. It is a pickup of 9, and then it will set them up with a 2nd down and inches, and they will again snap the ball quickly, hand it to Franks, right side, picks up the 1st down. Polamalu making the tackle at the 29-yard line, and they're already in scoring range. Sharks playing some smash mouth football, trying to run the ball right down the throat of the number 2 ranked Rogues rush defense. They will come out with 2 tight ends here on 1st and 10, and they will send Seeds in motion up to the right side. Franks getting another carry, and he is sniffed out that time by Lefty Washington. That's a gain of 2. Once again, they will come out of the I formation. Grumbolt under center, this time Green in the backfield at tailback, giving Franks a bit of a breather, and they will hand it to Green on the left side, and he turns it up and puts it on the ground. It's a fumble, picked up by Matthew Gerard, recovered by the Sharks at the 22, and so now they'll have a 3rd down and 3. That fumble lost him a couple of yards. I'm not sure if he wasn't actually down before he put the ball on the ground, but they are not going to challenge the play. Instead, they're going to come out here with a 3rd down and 3 with 3 tight ends in, and they hand it to Franks, right side. He turns it up, picks up the 1st down inside the 15-yard line. Olamalu making the tackle once again. But that's another fresh set of downs for the Sharks, and their offense is looking really good to start this game. Just pounding the rock and moving the ball down the field with that running game. And they will run a play fake now and get it out to Garcia on the right side in the flat, and he picks up 10 yards. Chased out of bounds by Lamar Ilko, close to the 1st down marker. Taking another look at this one, Grumbolt, play action. They've been running the ball so well, the defense bit all over the fake. That one really well set up, a good play call, and it gets them close to a 1st down. But they will mark them just short. So a 2nd down and inches from the Rogues 5. Once again, they come out of 3 tight end look. Franks, the deep man in the backfield. He will get the call on the left, and he will fight ahead, close to a 1st down, but a flag coming in now, and that's going to be a holding on Seeds. Mike Seeds pushing them back 10 yards. That would have been a 1st down inside the 3. Instead, now they will have a 2nd down and 11. The first mistake on this opening drive by the Sharks. Grumbolt back to pass, looking for Jennings on the right side, and a nice catch, getting it to about the 7. They will have a 3rd down and 2. They're going to come out of the shotgun here. 3 wide receivers in. Jim Howard in the slot. Franks flanking Grumbolt to the right, and he will go and try to run it, and slides down behind the line of scrimmage. Grumbolt, not one of the league's more mobile quarterbacks. It looked like they were trying to run a quarterback draw that time to catch the defense off guard, but Grumbolt panicked and slid down just out of fear. I think he must have seen Troy Polamalu bearing down on him. But they will settle for a field goal and make it 7-3. It was a 12-play drive, went 50 yards down the field. You've got to think the Sharks are a little disappointed to only come away with 3 points on that one, as their offense really was clicking. They were moving the ball very well. We will run it up the middle here with Spuds on the kickoff return, and he takes it. So a good kickoff return puts us in pretty good field position here. As you can see, the total offense, both teams moving the ball really well on their first drive. On first down and 10 here, Appleseed will run a play fake. And he will be sacked, taken down behind the line, as they had a huge pass rush that time, and our play took a little bit too long to develop. Now it'll be second down and 16. We'll try for Bennett on the left. Bennett breaking a tackle, turning it upfield, and he will pick up a couple of yards. Thundercat sniffed him out at about the 30-yard line, and now it'll be third and long. Third and 14. Appleseed going back to pass from the shotgun, and he will look deep off to the right, going for Buckshank, and he got it! What a catch with Tyra Thomas all over him, and Buckshank just fighting her off. That is a matchup of two very good players there, both number 42s. Thomas, one of the league's better coverage cornerbacks, allowing a rare completion. She had good coverage, but Buckshank with the size advantage. And he is a mismatch one-on-one against literally anybody. And we hand it to Bennett, and Thundercat blowing up the play that time. Just destroyed Jamar Cheesesteak and then made the tackle 2 yards deep in the backfield. And that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. The Rogues leading 7-3 with the ball out near midfield, and the second down and 12 coming up. And we begin the second quarter with a pass play here. Appleseed rolling out to the left, and he's got a big hole again. Pulling it down, looking to run, and he will get close to that first down marker. A gain of about 10 yards. Timmy Waffles making the tackle at the 40-yard line, and now it'll be third down and 2 for the Rogues. That play getting the Rogues over 100 yards of offense. We are really starting out hot on that side of the ball. And on third down and 2 here, we'll try the run off the left. Bennett cutting it upfield. He picks up the first down. Tackled by Dreeksto Erden, but that is a gain of 3 when we needed 2, and that'll move the chains. First down and 10. Appleseed will go back to pass here. Looking off to the right side, trying to get it to Cheesesteak, and a nice catch by the fullback. So we had a pass rusher in Appleseed's face, but he completes the pass for a 6-yard gain. Appleseed has yet to throw an incompletion thus far. Weird score as the Zombies are up 8-0 over the Thultanther Panthers. Second down and 4 here. We hand it to Bennett on the left side. He cuts it back and picks up the first down. A nice run, about a 5-yard gain there, and just a good vision by Bennett, sniffing out the hole and making the right cuts and moving the chains for the Rogues again. Another fresh set of downs. On first down and 10 here, we're going to come out of the I formation and try to run a toss play to the right side. Bennett cutting it up again, or excuse me, that's Lunch Pail on that carry, and he will pick up about 3. Ball on the 23-yard line now. Second down and 7. Appleseed back to pass, looking for Cheesesteak again, and Thundercat sniffed it out. He was a heat-seeking missile streaking across the field. That's the first incompletion for the Rogues, and it'll set us up now with a third down and 7. I thought I saw Lunch Pail wide open in the flat that time, but Goku Thundercat had other ideas, and you can see there the closing speed on display. Now on third and 7, we're going to run the play action. Appleseed back to pass, looking underneath for Eel, and he makes the catch right at the sticks, and I think they're going to mark him across the line. Good coverage that time by Doerden, but even better concentration by Charles Eel to hold on to that pass and move the chains. Another first down for the Rogues. We'll hand it to Bennett on the right side now, trying to cut it into the hole, and couldn't get it in there. It looked like there was a hole, but I was just unable to find it. And now it'll be second down and 8. Appleseed will come out with the single back formation. He will go back to pass here. Looking for Gordon on the right side. Caught for a first down inside the 5. Just like we did on the first drive of the game, the Rogues moving the ball right down the field. And Alex Appleseed has been on fire to start this game. 7 of 8 for 97 yards and a touchdown. 4-yard line, we hand it to Bennett, and he gets nowhere. Tackled right at the line of scrimmage by Thundercat. Second and goal, Lunch Pail in the backfield. He gets the call on the right side, sheds a tackle, and tracked down. That's Jerome Bullhorn making the tackle. That's going to be a loss of 1, and now it'll be third down and 5. On third and goal, we will send Buckshank in motion off to the left. Bennett in the backfield. We're going to run some play action. Appleseed going back to pass. He's going to roll to the left now. Nobody open. Trying to find the corner, and he will be tracked down. Bullhorn again making the tackle, as we only had one receiver over there on the left side who was not open at all. Appleseed trying to make something happen there, but sometimes it's just not meant to be. And we will have to send out Danilo Fantone to try the short field goal as the Sharks defense holds us out of the end zone. This will be an attempt of 23 yards, well within Fantone's range. He puts it up, and it's good. So that extends the Rogues' lead to 10-3, a 17-play drive that time. And already we are at just 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. So the Sharks have only touched the ball once. Every time each team has touched the ball, we have had a long, long drive. They will start from the 20-yard line after a touchback. Looking to replicate the success they had on that last drive, but perhaps this time they are looking to not get a holding penalty when they've got the ball on our 3-yard line. Hand off to Franks, right side, taken down in the backfield by lefty Washington. Washington leading the league in tackles for loss. He has just been a bloodhound at sniffing out those run plays in the backfield. They go back to Franks, left side this time, and he's got some room, picking up about 5 yards, tackled by Cobweb. It'll be 3rd and 5 at the 25. They will come out of the 2 tight end package. Grumble will go back to pass. Looking to the left, and caught Wilson, but out of bounds as he was only able to get 1 foot in. That'll be 4th down, and they will have to punt it away. Well, Wilson was open on the outside, but I think Grumble might have just led him a little bit too far out of bounds. Candy Wilson, known as a speedy wide receiver, but doesn't really have the body control to convert on that pass. And here's Rhombus now on the kick return. He's got some room on the left and hit hard by a couple of Sharks at the 45, but we're going to have great field position to start this drive. We will start from the 47-yard line. Appleseed going back to pass. They bring the rush, but we've got a screen set up on the left side. Bennett had blockers, but they both missed. Goes for a loss of 3 as we had Girlfriend Vancouver and I believe that was Ike Barbecue out there. Neither of them were able to convert on the block, and we will be forced back into a 2nd and 13. Appleseed going back to pass again. Pressure coming, and he is sacked. Taken down immediately that time. It's Truck Williams coming through to make the play, and quickly we are in a 3rd and 17 situation. Some boo birds coming out of the crowd after 2 consecutive losing efforts. A couple of big losses forcing us back into a 3rd and desperation. We will look to the outside here for Sandman, and he's got it! Tim Sandman, can you believe this guy? Every time we need to play on 3rd down, Tim Sandman comes through in the clutch. He was well covered that time, but a perfect pass. Appleseed putting it right on that outside shoulder, and we convert on 3rd and 17. The Rogues, the best team in the league on 3rd down conversions this season. We come into this game converting 57% of those attempts. And that's just got to be so demoralizing for the defense as Appleseed rolling out again, and he's got room on the left. He'll pick up about 14 yards, and another 1st down as he's tripped up at the 22. That's the 3rd time now they've left that left side of the field wide open for the quarterback, and Appleseed so good at just taking what they give him. That's his whole game, really. Doesn't try to do too much, takes care of the football, runs it when he has to, and now hands it to Bennett, and he is going to be face masked, Thundercat that time. That is a 5-yard penalty, and it'll be 2nd and 6. That play brings us to the 2-minute warning. The Rogues will have a 2nd down and 6 here, trying to punch it into the end zone, extend this to a 2-touchdown lead. We will hand it to Bennett on the left side. He's got room, and he will pick up the 1st down, I think. As he's hit right at that marker. He broke the tackle of Doerden, and they will give him the 1st down. The Rogues move the chains once again, and now Mike Lunchpail checks in as the tailback, and we will give him the carry on the right side. Taken down by Thomas. Another good play off that corner position by Tyra Thomas, holding him to a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 now. Appleseed back to pass, looking outside for Tugboat. He's open, but a bad pass by Appleseed led him too far to the sidelines. That one is incomplete, out of bounds. We had him wide open. He would have scored easily, and instead it'll be 3rd and 9. On 3rd and 9, Appleseed will come out of the empty backfield now. Bennett flanking him out left as a receiver. Appleseed going to pull it down and run, trying to get to the middle of the field, and tackled outside the goal line, but they give him the 1st down. Another great run off the left by Appleseed. So he's been picking up yards in chunks. That's a gain of 10, and it moves the sticks once again. Tackled right at the 1-yard line. 1st down and goal for the Rogues here. Appleseed will go back to pass. Looking off the left, and caught! Damian Bennett! Touchdown, Rogues! 1-yard touchdown pass. Appleseed with a precision strike just outside the fingertips of a diving linebacker. The Rogues have scored now on all 3 drives that we have touched the ball here in this 1st half. We've been very efficient, moving the ball down the field on these long arduous drives, taking first downs in chunks, and now a great kickoff by Fantone. Should not be returnable for Wilson. He will take a knee. We'll see what the Sharks try to do here. They've got 48 seconds. They do have all 3 of their timeouts if they would like to try to pull off something here before the half. Oh, nearly intercepted as Troy Polamalu jumped that route. Had to go right off his hands, and now it'll be 2nd and 10. And Grumbold will come out with 3 wide receivers now. Ty Wololo at tight end. Franks in the backfield. Grumbold takes the shotgun snap, looking left, and incomplete. They were trying to go to Wololo, but well covered, and lefty Washington got a hand in there and knocked that pass away. 3rd and 10 upcoming for the Sharks, and they're going to come out with 4 wide receivers. Franks in the backfield with Grumbold. And he will no doubt go back to pass here, taking his time on the snap. Now looking to the right. Caught! Greg Jennings for the first down, and they will call timeout. Greg Jennings, one of the most best players in Madden history, famously once scored a 99-yard touchdown with a broken leg. Now Grumbold on first down here, going back to pass, looking off to the right. Caught! Going for Trevor Gaylor, and that'll move the chains again. A 12-yard gain. They call a timeout. They'll have 1st and 10 at the 45. Grumbold will come out of the single back formation here on first down. He goes back to pass, has plenty of time, looking off to the left, and caught! Candy Wilson has it at the 36. They will hustle back up to the ball. They are right on the edge of field goal range here. And they're going to come out of the eye. Defense bringing the pressure, and he throws incomplete, trying to get it to Jim Howard, but Howard was not turned around. Now it'll be 2nd and 10. Grumbold looking over the middle. Caught! Wololo on the diving catch. You don't see that every day, and they're going to have to hustle up to the ball now. Clock ticking. They've got about 10 seconds left. And now they'll call a timeout. And it looks like the Sharks are going to settle for a field goal here. 37-yard attempt to try to take us into the half. A bit of a conservative decision as they've got a little bit of time if they wanted to take a shot, but they'll take the points, and that'll make it 17-6. We go into the second half now. There's a look at the stats. Both teams' offenses moving the ball pretty well. The difference is the Rogues have gotten it into the end zone twice, while the Sharks have settled for field goals. Fantone will kick off to start the second half here. We'll see if the Sharks are able to continue their offensive momentum. So this will be another touchback. They will start from the 20. Well, they ended the first half with a very good 2-minute drill, taking it right down the field before they finally ran out of time and had to kick a field goal. See if they can continue the success they've been having on offense. Grumbold will start by going back to pass, looking to the right, and dropped. Jim Howard unable to haul that pass in. Pretty inexcusable drop there, as that would have been a solid chunk on first down. Could have picked up about 6 or 7 yards. Instead, it'll be 2nd down and 10. And they will hand it to Franks right up the middle, and he plows forward for a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Larry Law at the 26. 3rd down and 4. Grumbold will come out of the shotgun here, and he hands it to Franks, who's blown up by Washington immediately in the backfield. They tried the draw play that time, and it did not work. So they start out the second half with a 3 and out, and they're going to have to punt it away. Ken touchdown in for the second time. His first punt was a 36-yard effort, and this one is a little better. Rhombus will call for a fair catch at the 30-yard line. The Rogues only had the ball 3 times in the first half, but we scored all 3 times. Looking to keep that going here as we start the second half. Bennett will take the call on the left side, weaving his way through blockers and picks up 9 yards. Really good blocking there on the left side. That'll set us up with a 2nd and inches. Look at the total offense. The Rogues have been very balanced. 91 yards on the ground and 109 through the air. A lot of those rushing yards have come from Alex Appleseed, the quarterback. As we try to get Bennett going here in the second half, and he's met on this carry right at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle by the safety, Chaz Floshen, for no gain, and it'll be 3rd and inches now. The Rogues 5 of 6 on 3rd down so far. Just moving the chains at will. On 3rd and inches here, we will give it to Mike Lunchpail, and he will get the first down, just barely. Rogues will have a first down at the 40-yard line. We're on the play fake here. Appleseed going back to pass. He's going to float it for Buckshank on the sidelines. Got it, and goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That time Buckshank running an out route, but turned it upfield at the last second, and Appleseed finding him for the first down. Good communication there between quarterback and tight end. And there you see Appleseed's stats, 11 of 13, 144 yards and 2 touchdowns. He will call an audible here on 1st and 10, changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Mike Lunchpail is checked in at tailback, and it looks like they're sending everybody on the blitz. Appleseed throwing it out for Lunchpail, and that's going to be caught at the 31. Alex Appleseed can do no wrong today. That was just an incredible play. Staying alive back there. They had pass rush all over him. And he is able to complete it. Now here on second down, we hand it to Bennett, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Jerome Bullhorn coming through. Loss of 2, and now we'll have 3rd and 7 from the 31. Appleseed will go back to pass. Looking for Buckshank on the left. He's got it! Right at the 15. Thundercat with good coverage, but Osmataz Buckshank will not be denied today. He is making catches no matter what great player you put him up against. Buckshank with just 3 catches, but they have all 3 been very big ones, as he's got 62 yards. And he's got us in position to score once again. Appleseed will go back to pass here. Rolling out to the right now, and he's going to need to get rid of it, and he can't. Taken down way in the backfield by Daleroy Stewart. That's a huge loss. Appleseed ran backward on that one. You can see Stewart just, nobody got a hat on him. He's able to find a hole and get in the backfield. That's a loss of 12. It'll be 2nd and 22 now. Appleseed will go back to pass. Looking into the end zone, trying to get it to Eel, and a little too far. Out of bounds, incomplete. Now it'll be 3rd and 22. They're down. Appleseed going back to pass. Looking deep into the end zone for Sandman, and knocked away. Good coverage that time, as they had a couple of guys out there. That was Danon Sidney making the play. Drive stalls out, and we'll be forced to try a field goal. This will be a 45-yard attempt for Danilo Fantone. He's really struggled in his young career at making field goals beyond 40 yards. And this one, he continues to struggle. He kicks it way left, and no good. So Westgate still just down by 13 points. They will hand it to Franks up the middle. He will fight for about 4 yards. 2nd and 6. They will come out with 2 tight ends. Franks, the single back behind Grumble. They'll hand it to Franks up the middle, and a good run. Well blocked that time. Picks up about 7 yards, getting up near midfield. This has been a pretty spirited effort by the Sharks offense today, as they've been effective in the passing game and the running game, moving the ball pretty well. But they need to start converting their scoring opportunities into touchdowns if they want to get back in this game. Hand off Franks, right side, and he breaks a tackle, and Cyrus Franks busted it loose. Finally chased down from behind at the 25-yard line. Tyler Boomstick making the tackle to keep him out of the end zone, but that is a gain of about 25, and it'll set them up with a 1st and 10. The Rogues' 27-yard line. And we'll see what they do with this scoring opportunity here. They come out with 3 wide receivers, and they will send Jennings in motion off to the left. They hand it to Franks up the middle. He breaks a tackle again, and another great run by Cyrus Franks. He is putting the team on his back today. He's got it all the way down to the 16-yard line. The Rogues' defense looking a little gassed on this drive, as we have been missing tackles, very uncharacteristic of our defense, normally a disciplined unit against the run game. Cyrus Franks doing whatever he wants, and he's earned a play off. He is going to watch this one from the sidelines as they hand it to Green on the right side. Green breaking a tackle, and he will fight to the 11-yard line. Polamalu unable to bring him down that time, and now it'll be 2nd down and 5. Where has the Rogues' rush defense gone? All of a sudden, we are unable to tackle anyone, and they're running the ball right down our throats. 2nd down and 5. Handoff Green. Oh no, it's a play fake, and Grumble, there you see the speed on display of Redgren Grumbled. So he will lose a yard on that one. That was a bad call. Redgren Grumbold, it turns out, is even slower than you could have possibly imagined. Just the slowest player imaginable. 3rd and 7. We will go back to pass. Looking over the middle. Caught! Jim Howard, 1st down. That'll move it to about the 2-yard line and set them up with the 1st and goal. They spot him at the 3. Sharks really need to get this into the end zone. They should not settle for a field goal here. They will hand it to Franks, and right on cue, he finds his way into the end zone. We've got a brand new ball game here, 17-12, and they're going to bring out the field goal unit and go for the 1-point conversion. The situation where I would probably go for 2, try to make it a 3-point game, but Westgate going to be content to take what is essentially a free point here, as Nitram Grammatica puts it right down the middle, and it is 17-13. The Sharks staying in it, taking advantage after we missed a field goal. The Spuds from about 5 yards deep in the end zone. I'm going to bring it out. That's more fun than taking a knee. See if he can't find any blocking. He does not. He will go down right at about the 21. Last time, when we crossed midfield, the Sharks started getting a big pass rush on just about every play, so I'm going to try to keep some guys in the backfield to block for Appleseed as we are going to come out throwing on this drive. He will look for Buckshank over the middle. Nice catch, as Thundercat was all over him, but they will pick up about 9 yards. 2nd down and 2. We come out of the I formation, and we will hand it off to Bennett on the right side, and he's going to stretch out, I think, for the first down. We'll see where they spot him, and they give him the first down at the 32. Inside 40 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Sharks have brought everybody up to the line of scrimmage as the Rogues are nursing a 4-point lead. We hand it to Bennett, and he can't find the hole. Taken down right at the line of scrimmage, that time by Truck Williams. And that is how the 3rd quarter will come to a close. Rogues leading 17-13. We've got a 2nd down and 9 here, and Appleseed changing the play at the line of scrimmage. We'll try to hit him with the counter off to the left side. We'll see if we can get some blocking. We do. Good run here for Bennett as he plows ahead, picking up about 9 yards. On 3rd down and inches, we're going to come out and try to run the play fake. Appleseed looking over the middle for Buckshank, and he holds on to it. A great catch. He had Truck Williams right there to make the hit as soon as he caught it, but Appleseed going through the progressions that time, finding the open tight end on the crossing pattern, and another big catch for Ozymataz Buckshank. Buckshank just leaving an indelible stamp on this game, as he has been huge, literally and figuratively, all game long. 1st down and 10 for the Rogues. We will go back to pass here. Appleseed once again looking for Buckshank. He's open on the left side and can't hang on to it. As that pass just a little bit too high. So he had to leap for it, and he was hit right as soon as he touched the ball. So that was the safety Floshin making the play that time. That'll set the Rogues up now with a 2nd down and 10. We're going to try to hit him with that counter off to the left again. See if we can't get another... Oh, nope, that was a bad idea. Shouldn't have done that. They had somebody coming in unblocked. I think that was Williams coming off that outside linebacker spot. No gain on that play, and now it'll be 3rd down and 10. This is a crucial moment for the Sharks defense. They've been allowing the Rogues to convert 80% of 3rd downs to this point, and they really need to stop here if they want to think about coming back and winning this game. And we'll go back to pass. Bennett wide open over the middle, and he will pick up the first down. They ran the zone defense and left Damian Bennett wide open on the crossing pattern. That moves the sticks, a gain of about 13. Bennett's 4th catch on the day. He's got 32 yards and a touchdown. And he will take a breather here on this play. Appleseed will go back to pass. Looking deep on the left for Tugboat. Tugboat's got a step, but knocked away at the last second. Pete Hunter on the coverage. With a great play, keeping him out of the end zone. 2nd down and 10 here. Appleseed changing the play at the line of scrimmage. He is going to come out of the shotgun. Got Buckshank split out wide on the slot to the right. Going back to pass, looking over the middle for Gordon. Nice catch, and he will pick up about 9 yards, getting it across the 30, close to a 1st down. Another look at the total offense. Both teams running the ball very effectively today. The Rogues trying to get back into the end zone. 3rd down and 2 here. We will hand it to Bennett on the left. He bounces it out. Damian Bennett breaking it loose with the stiff arm, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown Rogues. Damian Bennett with a great run. See him shedding the tackle. Well, no, we should, but instead we're going to see Girlfriend Vancouver with a classic block. Damian Bennett, that is his 1st run on the entire season of over 20 yards. 1st on the season. A good time to do it, too. A 28-yard touchdown run on a 3rd down and 2. That'll put the Rogues up 11 points if we can get this extra point through. Fantone puts it up, and it's good. The Rogues lead 24-13. Another long drive by the Rogues offense. That one 11 plays, 75 yards. 8:53 to go in the 4th quarter. Westgate backed up against the wall here. Fantone just trying to kick it inbounds. He does. Candy Wilson will take it from the 6-yard line. Looking up the middle, and he doesn't find the blocking. Sam Babson making the tackle at about the 25. Last time the Sharks had it, they ran the ball all the way down the field and got it into the end zone. We'll need a repeat performance here, but they've got to start thinking about the clock, as it's a 2-possession game, but they are going with Franks on the right side. He will pick up a couple. Tackle made by Gil Hooley. Another look at the offensive production. The Rogues have run 52 plays to the Sharks' 32. Rumbled back to pass, looking left, and incomplete. Justice Bunn, I think, got a hand on that one. I'm not sure who that pass was intended for. 3rd down and 8, and they will send Howard in motion off to the left side now. And Grumble looking for Jennings on the right side, picks up the 1st down, getting the slant route. Moves the chains for Westgate. And they are very evenly balanced on offense, 100 rushing yards and 100 passing yards. That's fun. For 200 yards exactly. They will send the tight end Mike Seeds in motion off the right. Hand off Franks up the middle. He sheds a couple of tackles. Nice run. He picks up about 5. Working hard for it. Cyrus Franks really showing out today. He is breaking a lot of tackles, showing off the power that he has at that running back position. Been the key cog driving their offense. And they will go for Ty Wololo now on making a completion at the 50-yard line. Sharks still moving the ball really well. They've got it out almost to midfield. They've marked it just barely on our side of the 50. And handoff here to Franks, left side, and he is chased down by Justice Bunn. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 1. Bunn has been pretty quiet in recent weeks. He normally gets a whole lot of tackles in the backfield, but he has been held off the stat sheet in that category for a few weeks in a row. Grumble going left side and knocked away. Incomplete. Great play and coverage that time by Kevin Rhombus. Big 3rd down here for Westgate. They are 4 of 7 on 3rd down conversions thus far. They will come out with 4 wide receivers. Defense in the dime package. Grumble going back to pass. He looks over the middle. Caught! Trevor Gaylor moving the sticks. And they keep the drive alive. Pickup of 17 on 3rd and 12. There's Redgren Grumble's stats today. 11 of 18, 127 yards. We'll hand it to Franks. He breaks a tackle again, and Franks with the stutter step. And Polamalu making the tackle, but they're going to get him for a face mask penalty. Just over 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. The Sharks really need to start thinking about that clock. They've got to score quickly here. And we'll hand it to Franks up the middle. A nice cut, and he will pick up about 8 more yards. And the Sharks huddling up here and taking their time getting to the ball. Got about 4:40 to go in the game. They're going to keep it on the ground. Franks breaking a tackle, but chased down by a whole bunch of rogues in the backfield. Tackled for a loss of about a yard. Now it'll be 3rd and 3 from the 15. Look at the 3rd down efficiency for both teams. The Sharks are 5 of 8, but the Rogues are a godlike 10 of 12. Back to pass. Grumble hit as he throws. Nearly intercepted. Knocked out of the air by Justice Bunn. And on 4th and 3 here, they are going to go for it. They keep the offense on the field. An interesting call. They could go for the field goal, and then they would be down by 8 points. Make it a 1-possession game, but they're going to try to convert on this 3rd down instead. Grumble, 3 wide receivers in. He will go back to pass. Pressure coming. He looks off to the left. Caught. Norm Garcia, the fullback, has it at the 5-yard line. 1st down, Sharks. A ballsy decision, and it pays off. 1st and goal. Redgren Grumble. They marked him down at the 7-yard line. He looks in the end zone. Intercepted. Gilhooly in the end zone, and that's going to end the game on a bad pass by Grumble, throwing it right to the linebacker, Seamus Gilhooly, making the play to probably end the game. So all we've got to do now is run out the clock. Well, that's the first mistake, really, that Westgate made all game on offense. They played a very good game plan on that side of the ball. They ran the ball really effectively. They blocked well all game. They really won the battle at the line of scrimmage, but the difference, the Rogues able to convert on 3rd downs, as there's Bennett going for a loss of a yard off the left side. That'll keep the clock running at least. And the Rogues, the other difference, we were able to convert our scoring opportunities into touchdowns. And we are, in all likelihood, going to come away with the win here today. It's not over yet. We've still got to close the game out. We go for Bennett on the right. He will get nowhere. A good tackle there by Dreet Stoerden. 3rd down and 10. Appleseed will go back to pass here. They don't really rush anybody, and we were trying to set up a screen, but Bennett had a guy all over him. And we will lose yards. Maybe that screen pass is just not a good idea. That's the 2nd time today that we've seen it fail. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. On 4th and 15 here, we will bring out Pantaleano to punt it away. I believe this is the first punt of the game for Fred Pantaleano, who came into this game, as we mentioned before. He has punted it fewer times than any other punter in the league. And he gets away a long kick, but kind of a line drive, as Doerden is going to have a chance to return it. Nice tackle by Sam Bamson against a very dangerous returner. They will have it at the 37 with 1:53 to go. They do have all 3 of their timeouts. Looking left, caught. Andy Wilson at the 40-yard line. He will come out and run the no huddle here. Defense bringing the blitz. They look underneath for Gaylor. That'll be first down right at the line. And they will once again hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Westgate with their backs against the wall here. Grumble back to pass, looking right. Caught Greg Jennings at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup. Close to another first down for Grumbleton and company. He will go back to pass, looking off to the right side. Caught Wololo, and a nice tackle by Justice Bunn, keeping him in bounds. And they will be forced to burn a timeout. 3rd and 2. Defense going to crowd the line of scrimmage. And Frank's in the backfield behind Grumbold. Go back to pass, looking right. Caught Greg Jennings again. His second catch in a row, and that'll move the chains. He'll come out of the shotgun here. He will go back to pass, looking left, and incomplete. Couldn't find his mark. 2nd and 10. Grumble back to pass, looking right. Caught Greg Jennings. But a short pickup. Ilko making the tackle now, and it'll be 3rd down and about 4. He will look off to the right. That's going to be caught by Wololo, but well short of the first down. But a flag, a face mask on Justice Bunn. And that'll give them a first down, a 15-yard penalty. Oh, and there goes the line judge. That stops the clock as well, and so Westgate threatening to score here. 59 seconds to go in the 4th. Grumble will come out of the shotgun, trying to punch that ball into the end zone. He's hit as he throws and completes it to Candy Wilson. A great throw there under pressure by Grumbold. A gain of 5 yards. We'll go back to pass here, looking into the end zone. Caught Gaylor. Touchdown. Took him a while to make that call, but they do give him the touchdown. And so now they will go for 2. Try to make it a 3-point game. The Sharks not going out quietly. They're going to try to go for 2 here. Hand off to Franks, and he is in untouched. And that'll make it 24-21. So here comes the onside kick. Westgate going for the miracle, and it's caught by Tugboat, and he will just go down. The Sharks made it exciting at the end, a well-fought second half by them. But ultimately, they are going to come up just short, as long as we don't put the ball on the ground here. Damian Bennett on the right side, and he will get nowhere. A great tackle by Tyra Thomas, and they will call timeout. Bennett left side now, huge hole. He's going to pick up a first down, and that's going to do it. They will call their final timeout, but now we can just kneel out the rest of the clock. Damian Bennett with a good game on the ground today. Maybe his best performance on the season, trying to get that yards per carry average up. Appleseed will take a knee, and that's going to do it. The Rogues hold on 24-21, and in a hard-fought game against the Sharks, we came out and executed on offense, made very few mistakes today, and we're going to come away with the victory. So there is the final whistle. The Rogues get back in the win column at home, winning by 3 points against the Westgate Sharks, who really gave it their all in this one. Cyrus Franks had a great game, broke a lot of tackles. There's Lefty Washington. He had a bunch of tackles in the backfield for a loss, and Dick Vermeil and company just executed a great game plan on offense. We took what they gave us all game long and moved the ball down the field and scored, when we needed to. And so here's a look at the final stats. The two teams pretty evenly matched in terms of total offense. Both teams ran the ball very effectively today. And the Sharks with the one giveaway at the very end, that interception, kind of was the difference in the game. That could have gone down a whole lot differently if they were able to score a touchdown on that drive instead. Alas, we held him out of the end zone. And Alex Appleseed today, another great performance for him. He had 18 completions on 24 attempts for 196 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Damian Bennett had a great game on the ground, 90 yards on 24 attempts, including a 28-yard touchdown. Appleseed, for his part, also had a great game on the ground. He had 44 yards rushing on just 6 attempts, taking what they gave him on that left side. Ozymataz Buckshank, another great game for the tight end. He had 5 catches for 79 yards. Damian Bennett and Jamar Cheesesteak both got into the end zone for touchdowns. What is going on with my controller? There we go. I think I need to get a new cord for this thing or something. Girlfriend Vancouver with 5 more pancakes. Ike Barbecue also had 5 barbecue pancakes. You'll love to see that. Troy Polamalu leading the team in tackles today with 10 of those. Justice Bunn and Lefty Washington both had 3 tackles for loss. That is their specialty. We didn't have any sacks. We did have the one big interception. Seamus Gilhooly with the play of the game, as that pretty much sealed it for us, and everything they did after that was just too little too late. Danilo Fantone missed another field goal, 1 of 2 today. Continues to be very inconsistent, the young kicker. Fred Pantoliano, 1 punt, and it went for 53 yards. And I do want to highlight Cyrus Franks. For his part, he had a great game on the ground for the Sharks. 106 yards and a touchdown on 20 attempts. He also converted on their 2-point conversion, the 32-year-old 10-year veteran with a great game against a very good rush defense. Player of the game today, Damian Bennett. He had 24 carries for 90 yards, 5 catches for 27 yards, and got in the end zone twice for Daggerford. So week 9 is just about in the books here, but the Dragons are hosting the Mirabar Miners on Monday Night Football, and matchup of 2 teams that are both fighting for playoff position. The Miners have a great defense, of course. They are 3rd in the league in that category, and 5th in points per game on offense as well. So by no means an easy matchup for the Dragons, and all eyes will be on them as they're playing on a national stage here on Monday night. So let's see how this game goes. And the Dragons have lost. The Miners picking up a 28-21 victory on the road. It looks like Waterdeep actually got out to a big lead in the first half, scoring 14 points in the first quarter. They went into halftime up 21-7, but it was a huge fourth quarter comeback for Mirabar as Nifty Johnson found Beezer Washingbeard for a 20-yard touchdown pass. They converted on a 2-point conversion. Tiki Barber with the game-winning touchdown with 2:22 to go in the game. John Throgood and company lose at home. He did not have his best performance, 20 of 36 for just 191 yards through the air. John, what are you doing? And Waterdeep falls to 5-3, and so that means that the Rogues are once again in first place in the Sword Coast Division. Currently, we would be the number 3 seed if the playoffs ended today. As the Port Nyanzaru Pirates picked up another win. They are 7-1 and really just look like the team to beat in the AFC with their fantastic defense. And the Marsimber Mind Flayers are having a very good season in the Cormier division, as they are 6-2 and just a half game in front of us. So the Rogues still fighting for a first round bye if we could get one of those top 2 seeds. And right now we are leading the division. Look at the AFC West here. The Dragons in a second place tie with the Neverwinter Knights, who have turned it around this season and are doing much better than they did last year when they were just awful. So next week is going to be our bye week, and I will see you after that with a matchup against those Knights. The first time we will face them will be in week 11, and it'll be on the road in Neverwinter. I'm excited for it. The Rogues in good positioning headed into the bye. We are 6-2-1, and we are sitting pretty and looking to make it into the playoffs. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Fantasy Football. It's been a fun one. I've been Todd Gonzalez, and I will see you next time. I hope you have a wonderful day.